Wanna find where the squeak is. Gotta find the creek. Okay. So, we're gonna try and find the creek. There it is. Stand the creek on the creek near the stores. 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left 2, 1, 2. I think I'm supposed to be like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Right. 59. 59. Okay. I do have monsters turned off for the time being, so that way I could actually focus on this. And plus, honestly, I know what's about to happen. Time things. Okay. Right 36, left 10, right 59. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun! So right, left, right, left. Open safe. Nope. $59. Nope. Fail. This is going to be a lot of fails. Open the safe. 36. Left 10. 59, 59, 59, 59, 50. No! We already failed. Right, left, right, right. Right, left, right, right. 36, 36, 30. $59, $59. I always overshoot it. I'm double checking these numbers. Right, 36. Okay. That is what I have. I'm double writing this down at this point. No, let me go downstairs. Left 10. $97. Okay. We failed. You have to be exact. No, it's... That was close. I stopped paying attention there. I failed. Oh no. I failed this already. Because you have... This is like one of the things I actually have to zone in on. I'm gonna be so quiet because it's just... Because if you miss it, you have to restart the puzzle. Literally. Me overshooting it screws me over. I already messed up. So 3610. 36. Yep, I messed that up. The children are not here. I'm going to let the children know. Okay, I need someone to look this up and tell me if these numbers are correct. I feel like at this point, because it's just me sitting here at this and just trying to do this and it's failing, I have a number wrong. But I've also just checked the numbers are correct, but dear Lord. $59. It children. I'm going to mute the mic and call the children. I know! But I just want to get the vampire man. I'm gonna mute my mic and call the cut. This game is a curse. This game just hates me. It just hates me. It just hates me. It just hates me. Dude, this is literally just to get Vincent Valentine onto our team. Fuck! We did it! I don't want to continue. I don't think I put any material on Tifa. Oh, we might be screwed. I just remembered that there's a boss. We might die. We might die. We're gonna end up right outside the town again. And I know it. Give me. I just want the man. Come on. Please die, please die, please die. I just realized that there was a look down there right after Sephiroth's burr. Holy cow, that man's been locked down there for like the last 30-ish years, I just realized. Please, want me just to win. This is I wish I let you pick up the materia that fell out of the safe too. I think the game just broke. Cause man ain't moving. Oh, there he goes. Fire. Oh. Yeah, he transforms, I forgot. I just realized the background is like the main entrance area, meaning this monster chased, technically, to make it make sense of how they're in the main area, the monster had to chase them down the hallway to get there. Just thought about that. This is why I'm not allowed. I should not. Oh, sweet. We freaking did it. Oh. I was completely prepped to be like, oh. Hold it in. There we go. Now we got it quote materia to Tifa because the poor girl kept on. Oh. She gets Odin. She gets sense. She gets gravity. Materia for her. Heal. I'll give her revive. You get fire. You can have still and enemy skill for now. Of course. I hate the dumb dolls. Hi, Blue. I will regret you joining. Sweet, they're dead. You just missed the, like, mental breakdown I was having due to what you have to do to get the key to do for the safe. No? What? Is he busy? Or did something happen? Ah. Well, he's going to miss Vincent joining us. You also... You missed, so gotta rewatch a couple of your streams. That happens. They'll be all live next Thursday. Speaking of which, if I remember correctly, we should technically now be caught up with everything on YouTube. Which, I sort of am happy that we're at that point. That everything's auto-post. I have, yes or no, I have to check. Okay. It's all on YouTube. There's like a stream, a list. Playlist? Playlist on my channel. I need to add whatever got posted today. Or the other day. I like both. Both can be challenging to learn. think about it. You have to think about your turn, how much mana and everything. You have to manage resources in this one. Where the newer one, it's, hey, you gotta make sure you're blocking, you're moving around the field, you're keeping distance in between you and your opponents. And that you are telling the others what to do what. I honestly just wish more. What's the word? It was more easy to understand that sometimes time wasn't so compact with either of them. I like the fact that I can go, okay, wait, hold on, what do I need to do? Pause. Okay, I can look at the health. Okay, Aerith needs mana and health right now. If it's getting too overwhelming, where the newer one, you can't pause. You have to just say, oh, no. We're using Cure now. But I will say this, like, Expedition 33 also makes it more, like, oh, you have things to do when the enemies are attacking. Here we go. To wake me from this nightmare. Who is it? I don't know you. You must leave. You were having a nightmare? You'll dream about bad things if you sleep in a place like this. A nightmare? My long sleep has given me time to atone. What are you saying? I have nothing to say to strangers. Get out. This mansion is the beginning of your nightmare. You can say that again. Do you know something? Don't say anything. Talk about Sephiroth. Should we let him know? Talk about Sephiroth or don't say shh. I should not be cursing. My cousins are too. So it is! Like you said, the mansion is the beginning of a nightmare. No, it's not a dream. It's for real. Sephiroth has lost his mind. He found the secret hidden in this mansion. Sephiroth? You know Sephiroth? You know Sephiroth? You can't layer the voices though. Well, then go, you know Sephiroth? You start first. Well, that's how it was. So he did the flashback again. So Sephiroth knows he was created 5 years ago, and about the Genova project, he was missing and just recently reappeared. He has taken many lives and is seeking the promised land. Now it's your turn. Sorry, can't speak. That's dirty! Hearing your stories is yet another sin for me. More nightmares shall come to me now than I previously had. Man, now please leave. No, get up. You're still here. Who are you? At least tell us your name. I was Shinir It was with Shinra Manufacturing and Administrative Research, also known as the Turks. Vincent! It will just be Vincent. Vincent. The Turks? Formerly of the Turks. I have no affiliation with Shinra now. And you? Cloud, formerly of Soldier. You were also with Shinra. Then you should know Lucrezia. Who? Lucrezia? The woman who gave birth to Sephiroth. Gave birth? Wasn't Genova Sephiroth's mother? Here we go! That isn't completely wrong, but just a theory. He was born from a beautiful lady. That lady was Lucrezia. She was an assistant to Professor Gast of the Genova Project. Beautiful Lucrezia. A human experiment? There was no way to cancel the experiment. I couldn't stop her. That was my son. I let the one I loved, the one I respected most, face the worst. So your punishment was to sleep? That's strange. Then back down he goes. You could get both, honestly. Here's the thing. I believe if you buy 10, you're going to get 10 and 10 too. If I remember correctly, because they now package them together. So you'll get 2 games for the price of 1. You can also get Final Fantasy 15 and all of its expansions for real cheap if you wait for a sale. And you buy the complete edition. But that is ultimately your choice. Let me sleep. Aww. We're about to freak him out because Sephiroth's going to come running through here now. Here we go. This is creepy. Sephiroth. Being here brings back memories. You're going to participate in the reunion? I don't even know what the reunion is. Genova will be at the reunion. Genova will join the reunion, becoming a calamity from the skies. I'm not going to touch that right now. Genova, calamity from the skies. You mean she wasn't an ancient? I see. I don't think you have the right to participate. I will go north past Mount Nibble. If you wish to know, then follow. Reunion, calamity from the skies. Whack. Just whack. Opie went flying. It's goofy. Destruction. Wait, can we check back there for anything? We check back here? Who does Vincent remind you of? Oh, I can't mess with him anymore. Bruh. Wait. I like how you can see the door. You can see the door. Are you going to say either? There's 2 characters you can say. And I am hoping it's the one I prefer. You get to wait. If I go with you, will I meet Hojo? Don't know, but we're after him and Sephiroth, so I guess sooner or later. Lucrezia. Alright, I've decided to go with you. That sure was a quick change of heart. Vincent. Oh, I love it. Being a firmer Turk may be of help. Alright, let's go then. I know for a fact you heard me surfing over Alucard. No, he is depressed. He is 100% depressed. Trust me. That man is depressed. Hello, he is still, after almost 20 years, and not being near a woman, he is still mourning the fact that he... No, he is very, very broody. It's been over 30 years since this woman decided to marry Hojo. And the man could not convince her not to take part in the Genova Progress, and his reaction to it is to, one, try and yell at Hojo, which, this is going to be spoilers for Dirge of Cerberus, but I will be playing it at some point. One, confronts Hojo. Hojo straight up goes, bang, at him. Oh no, I am talking about Vincent, my dude. Vincent had his heart broken, couldn't convince the girl he liked, hey, be with me instead. Well, he also didn't want to say, hey, be with me. Just implied like, hey, you can do better than Hojo. And she went, oh no, I'm gonna stay with Hojo. And dear Lord, this man, so he got experimented on by Hojo. Hojo nearly killed the man twice, not only with a gunshot, but also with the fact that, you know, once... So Lucrezia found Vincent dying. And Lucrezia went, hey, you know what I should do? Some human experiments! So she did a human experiment on Vincent. Which I'm like, you sit here and you go, so the love of his life experimented on him. Man still decided he would love her no matter what. Cool. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record player, right round. Okay, I need to stop because of my head. His teeth was spinning now. I thought I saw teeth was spinning. Is she spinning? No, she's not. It was literally just the way the camera is moving. Oh my gosh. It happens. But no. Man realized, oh, I can't love her. So, what does he do after he wakes up and he's been revived? Understand this. By the point Vincent wakes up, Hojo has found him and locked him in the basement. He goes, cool. I'm gonna sleep in this coffin. I should be dead. I'm gonna sleep in the coffin. This is my bed now. This is my home. I sleep in a coffin. No, there is technically a storyline from the mobile phone game from the early 2000s where one of the Turks that was the same age as Vincent finds him. And he questioned how the heck Vincent was in that room because he had not seen him since their apprentice years at Shinra. So how the heck are you young? Was one of the big questions you could get. Depression scale? Oh, Queen, please. That man is more depressed than anyone in the party. Seriously, it is a literal plot point in the Advent Children movie that Vincent has literally decided not to get a phone after over 30 years. Yes, Vincent is more depresso than Alucard. And it's horrible. But funny. Can you hear me smacking my hand with the fan? I will be dramatic. I feel like being dramatic. I want to be dramatic. I want to be dramatic today. Let me be dramatic. Listen, if there's one character that I choose to just be, hey, I'm going to be the drama today, it's gonna be about Vincent. Not to mention, some of the lines in the remake. Hojo says, oh, there's their child. Which implies... Did she just attack herself? Did she just attack herself? Did Aerith just attack herself? I love how I'm not even paying attention to the screen because I'm like, I'm on a rant. We are going. It spins you around. It's essentially whenever the time is, whatever direction you're facing, you're going to attack in that direction. That's why Cloud attacked Tifa twice, because I didn't try to change the timing on that spin. So like, if you actually took time to actually wait for the spin, when do they spin? They spin after, so enemies cast a spell, they start to spin. They are spinning until they stop. Or until their attack animations, whichever direction they are facing is the attack way that they're going to do. So like, and it probably has like a roundabout way of doing it, of like, oh, if it's like halfway, it's going to attack towards the right. If it's like in the middle, it's going to attack the person in the middle. It's probably like 360 degrees. And depending on where it lands in those degrees, it probably has a calculation on who it's going to attack. I feel like a nerd now. I feel like such a big nerd. Dear Lord. I just realized I went off for... I was on a Vincent rant. I was on a Vincent rant. Yeah. Well, no, because if you think about it, I think it's the circle has like a, hey, you can, so like if the back half of the circle where they're facing towards the camera, where the camera is, or where the party is, and away from the enemy on this. So if you think about it, like, I'm going to just do it simply. Think about how a Pokeball is, how it's like a circle with a line through it. The white is where the party is, and the red is where the enemies are. So if it's furthest to like the right, they are going by a Pokeball, because that's the one thing that I can think of right now that is circular and has two colors. So red is where the enemies are, and white is where the party is. And it's just literally what popped into my head. Plus, I've also been thinking about Pokemon because it's the 30th anniversary! This is what we get for... I'm just a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm just a nerd. Holy cow, I'm just a nerd. Okay. Well, anyway, so I think if it's closest to the right, they're going to probably attack whoever is on closest is on the right of the party. If they are facing like straight back behind them, they are probably going to attack the middle. If they are facing towards all the way towards the left, they are probably I just read what you said. Sir. Everyone says that every time they release a Pokemon game. They say it. But you know what happens? Everyone falls in love with them when the game comes out. You will too. So if they're facing all the way towards the left, they're probably going to attack whoever's on the left. So it's 180? Yeah, 180 degrees. And depending on if they are closer to which 90s are. 90 degrees they are. Wherever they are on that 180 degrees is where they're probably going to hit. Oh my gosh, I listen, I need somebody to clip this and just go. And just go like, autistic rant? Autistic rant? This feels like an autistic rant. I feel so sorry. I know you do. We're going up the mountain now. Oh wait, hold on, I need to save. I need to save before I go any further. We need to heal the party too. No. I already know about it. I've seen your paint desk, child. I don't need to see your Warhammer collection. Let's go back to the village and sleep for the night. Of course you do. I have more Pokemon than Magic, actually. Do it? No. No. They're actually about the same now. It's more like I sold all my Pokemon to buy Magic. I do actually need to have a talk with Blue about that deck he wants to build. Because if he wants to focus it on there are new decks coming out. Later this year we are getting the Hobbit set. Oh my gosh, you're going to make me ramble about this now. There's the Hobbit set, there's the Star Trek set. Yeah, we didn't get Star Wars, we got Star Trek, which is funny. Because of course it's one of the two. We are revisiting what is essentially Magic's version of the wizarding world of Harry Potter, known as Strixhaven. That is the next set coming out. And it actually looks like it's going to be really fun. What else? There's more. There's more. I know there's more. I can't recall all of them. This is one of the, like, more packed ones. Are they still not? They are. Understand this. As far as we're aware, each of those are getting their own decks, commander decks. I just can't say what it is because... Also, the thing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles you wanted me to talk about, that has standard decks in it, not commander. And has a deck for you to fight against. If you want a commander deck for the TMTs, you're going to need to get the 5-color deck. They only made one commander deck for this set, this last set. No, but I need to have a conversation with your brother, because if he wants it to be a 3-color, cool. If yeah, it's essentially, hey, you get more cards and things like that. But no, I need to talk to Red and see if he wants his commander deck he wants to build. It's going to be 3 or 5 colors, because if it's 5 colors, I'm going to need to do more. I've gotten the research done. The issue you run into now is the cost. Because as much as I love you guys, I have to, yes. I put my foot down if it's like, the card list that I have for it is like $500. I only have one, I think I only have one $500 deck, and it is literally the one that I've been building since I got into Magic. So I've been building it for the last 4-ish years, and I say 4 because this past year I didn't really work on it. So it was literally, and like, I am fine with buying cards for him here and there, as long as they're, but at that point, if I'm going to build him a deck and it's going to be $500, I need to know that he's not going to go, oh, well, I'm not going to take care of it. Because that's a lot of money. That is literally, and this is going to sound horrible, the cost of my college. Yes, I know it. I did it as quick as I could. I love your brother, but I don't know if he'll take care of it. And I love him, and like, if you are watching this later, Red, I love you so much. I just need you to realize how much money that is. And that is way too much money for someone like me who is literally having to pay that much to go to classes already. I don't have that money. It might be just him growing up, too. Yeah, it might just be he wants to play, but he wants to play it when there's more people. It might be the fact that it's the more social aspect that he likes. Which, if it is, that is perfectly fine and reasonable. Yeah, it's the fact that I can figure out, oh, what is he thinking? What is he wanting to do? How does he want this deck to work? It's things I've learned from working at a card shop that helps me know, like, oh, what does he want to do right now? There has to be a way to get up there. Is it here? Oh, hidden path I have found. Oh, wrong way. For some people, they like magic for the social aspects. Others, they like to they like it because it's, hey, a power dynamic. We had some like power gamers at our store for a while, and it was really bad because they would literally, as soon as somebody got something set up or got one piece of something out, they would immediately get that piece off the field as quick as they could, like within the first turn or two. So that way, you know, they were controlling the battlefields. But it also depends on what colors they're playing. Like, within Magic, blue tends to have more counters, spells, and things like that. So they can control a bit more of the battlefield. And things like that. You have to play and see what type of decks you like. Like, for me, I tend to like... Similar how there's two different types. Yeah. Yeah. It's literally that. For me, like, I like to... But there's multiple different play styles for Magic. There's the counter people who are just getting small little monsters out on the battlefield and building them up to be really, really big. Then there's players like me where I'm going to sit off to the side and I'm just going to summon a whole bunch of horses and Pegasus. And oh, look at that. It's doubled to the doubled to the doubled to the doubled to the doubled. That too. That too. To the double, to the double, to the double. Understand this, my horse deck, the $500 deck, is so broken because the commander literally copies enchantments. So she literally copies, like, the really expensive cards, like, oh, doubling season. So not only do I have, like, one doubling season, it gets doubled again. So the doubling season gets a token copy, which means there's 2 more doubling seasons. Okay. My deck is messy. Yes, it is literally a whole horse-themed deck, and the horse deck literally goes from, oh, she's going to die soon, don't worry about her. Because I've gone from 5 life to over 1,000 life in one turn. So, oh, we went down too. Oh, I just realized that's a giant centipede. Yeah. That's one of the things about Voltron decks. You have to play it very carefully. Like, even if, like, one creature dies, you need to be able to spread out all of your equipment to other beasts. So that way it doesn't just, oh, once that monster is gone, it's, okay, that was our only one that we need to worry about. It's a learning process. And like I said, my horse deck has a lot of shenaniganery where I go, I double, and then there's at least one triple there. So I'm sort of the one who goes, hi, I'm just going to sit here and do my own thing. Leave me alone. Half of the time I don't even really swing at anyone when I'm playing. Yeah. There's a learning curve with each deck, like, so like what you might need to do, Blue, is make another deck. Build a secondary deck that isn't based around equipment. Switch your decks out every so often. So one day you play the Cloud deck. That one Final Fantasy deck? Which one? I've played all but yours and Blue's in front. Oh, the graveyard one. Terra's deck. I never actually played that one before, being honest. I need you to laugh at me. I think I just got us. Oh no, you said Fallout. Oh, are you saying what? I roadblocked us. And I say that because, see that ladder right there? Not this one, the one above it. That needs to be down so it can get up. We are stuck here. We are stuck down here. With that thing. With that thing. Why is it me? Why is it me? Why is it always me? There's a path around. Is there it's been a hot minute since I've been in this area. Oh look! A dragon! A dragon! Yes, I have to go through the frickin'... It's not a centipede. It's not a centipede. It is a scorpion, more like it. More like a scorpion than a centipede. A fidget. I just realized something. No. I have not looked at it yet. I gotta think. I had a thought process, now it's gone. I had a thought process. I had a thought. I can't recall it, and it's going to bug me now. What was I thinking? What was the thought process? Can I go this way? Oh. Cheese? No, no cheese. I have to say I need to play Castlevania at some point. I need to turn on my heater. Oh gosh. I figured. Who did not steal my thought? Who's not? Oh, no. No one stole my thought. It just realized this. I literally have to stop and think and actually articulate what I say. Oh my gosh, you too. Music cloud. I wanna go in there and rant again about this game, but I don't. That's all. Sparkling water. I had a thought process and it's gone. So grumpy. Can I steal this? Ooh, there's a materia there. I want to grab the big materia though. I'm so lost. Yes, they are. I did not let you know. I could swim in bed. My brain's still trying to figure out what I was thinking. Oh! You know what? That's actually what we're going to talk about. So, next month I won't be streaming as much. Because I'm going to be recording videos instead to be posted around my birthday. And I'm going to try and do like all my... Yeah, that makes sense. But no, I want to post videos around my birthday of my favorite games. That's a Vincent weapon. I had a thought processing now. It's gone. Dang. Oh, what? My brain literally went flat. Favorite game stream. It's not going to be streams. It's going to be videos or just my favorite games. Meaning we'll start final. I'll have to make a new account on the Xbox where there is no save file of my Final Fantasy 15. We'll do Final Fantasy 15. Probably Batman Arkham Knight. What else do we have? Probably Dirt Cerberus will probably be when I'm posting that too. Along with all of the Kingdom Hearts ones that I like. And I say that because there's only one singular game in the Kingdom Hearts one that I think could have been better. And it breaks my heart that it wasn't that good. That's a big bird. Burb. I'm going to get judged as soon as I say it. So I don't want to see it. The most recent Kingdom Hearts game. And it breaks my heart that it was literally out of all of them that I could not like. That one? The one that I had so much hype built around for? No. I want more. I do want more. I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. Because I am so curious at what they're going to do. I am so prepped to see my girl, Sterlitzia, in 3D. They're really good. I got you guys, no, there's two Kingdom Hearts games that I don't like. I forgot that was a Kingdom Hearts game. Because I hate it so much. Hi, baby. My puppy just came into the, oh, yeah, yes, I'm holding the horrible, terrifying fan. Hello, my sweetheart. Hello. Hello, do you need cuddles? So, the two that I don't like is, sadly, Kingdom Hearts 3. I still love the game. And, like, there's going to be special memories with it. But it's also, when I played it, I was growing up. I was a kid for most of the games. Hi, baby. Kingdom Hearts 3 is when I became an adult and I wanted deeper stories. Of course, right before I played Kingdom Hearts 3, I played Final Fantasy 15. And finished that one before I finished Kingdom Hearts 3, which, if you don't know, Final Fantasy's 15 ending is heartbreaking. So, when you, and is very, very, like, you get very personal with the characters in 15. So going from that to Kingdom Hearts, where there is such a big cast, they sort of condensed the time that you needed to be like, oh, this character's important, you need to build up this relationship. Yeah, I essentially ruined it myself. Ruined it for myself. There is so much build-up that you have to do. Because, like, you do have the establishment of Kairi, Riku, and Sora being the childhood best friend trio. You have the trio of Axel, Lee, Roxas, and Xion. But you also know, you don't know until towards the end of the game that Xion's coming back. you only think it's going to be Roxas and Axel out of those three. Then you have to save Aqua, get Ven out, and save Terra. Yes, I'm going to spoil this because this is like, hey, listen, this is where my gripes were. There was so much time. Understand this. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and even the extended game so long that they literally went, hey, you're at the end of the game. You have over 100 hours. Here's the special movie. Here's the secret ending. You have played the hell out of our game because I played it so much. And that was on, I think I was on easy modes for all of them, which, if you don't know, like, easy mode for Kingdom Hearts, you should not be able to get the secret movies. You should not be able to get those on easy mode. The only reason I had gone it on easy mode was because I maxed out my hours so much. And, like, I was that person who was like, I'm on this for hours. Like, my recoded DS save is over 200 hours long. I think I'm not done with it, 358 days save is almost that long, but I'm not halfway through the story. So, I felt cheated, like I know there was effort put in, and I can see it, but it feels like it could have been better, and it should have. And it breaks my heart, and, like, I'm going to revisit it, and I think, like, part of it might be, like, where I was at the time. I was growing up. I wanted more adult stories. And that could be, and that is an actual, like, valid reason for not liking a game. Is I wanted a more adult story because I'm getting there in my age. And it looks like what they're doing with Final Fantasy. And understand this is where I'm, like, really excited about the next, this is why I'm, like, really excited about Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts right now. Kingdom Hearts. Start at 1. Look up the release order and play it in the release order. Do not go by timeline order. Do not. You will have things spoiled. You will be so lost. You will be so confused. Do it in release order. So go Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts. So it goes Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2. And then in between 2 and 3 is going to be... I will look that up in a second. You want the one with Kingdom Hearts 1. You would want Kingdom Hearts 1.5 first. No, 1.5 includes a movie in there, and so... There's a door over there. There we go. I'll go through the door. Oh, hey, look! I got so lost on this. 1, 2, 3. No, babe. No. No. No, buddy, no. Buddy. I wish. No. No. It does not go 1, 2, and 3. You go 1, Chain of Memories. And then from Chain of Memories, you don't jump to 2. You jump to 356. You go to 358 days over 2. You're gonna get your heart broken, bud. And then you go to 2. And after 2, you go to you go to Birth by Sleep. And then after Birth by Sleep, you go to Dream Drop Distance. After Dream Drop Distance, you don't go to 3 immediately. This gets worse. You go to 2.8. I'm not joking. There's a 2.8 on this game on this game title. This is horrible. And after you're finished with 2.8, that has a movie that explains the plot of a dead mobile game that they had live service to. But boys, this is Kingdom Hearts plot is like, are you having a stroke, people? Are you having a stroke? Nope. Tetsuya Nomura just loves to do complicated plots. So how do I get this game? So all the DS games I have. Chain of Memories. So Dream Drop Distance should be on your 3D DS that your friend modded. You can check for it, go check for it, come back, and we'll talk about it. Go check, then we'll talk about it. But if I remember correctly, 1.5. Yeah, you can check it right now while I grab the game cases off my shelf. Let's see here. 1.2, 2.5, and 1.5. Here we go. Okay. Oh, the game just fell out. One 1.5 has Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, which, be warned, is card-based, which is so horrible. That gameplay is a nightmare. And it is the PS2 version of Chain of Memories, not the Game Boy, so you won't have the pixelated art style either. And then it will have the movie cop version of 358 days. 358 over 2 days. Wanted me to pause the explanation. What's up? Is this getting too complicated? I'm sorry. If your mom's calling me out, then I know this is getting complicated. Ah, got it. So what did you miss? We're gonna have to go through all of this again, aren't we? Everything. Okay, 1.5 comes with the original the final mix version of Kingdom Hearts, along with the PlayStation 2 version of Chain of Memories. It's called Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. And then the movie version, it is literally the HDMI remastered cinematics of 358 over 2 days. That's the game you want to start with. Start with that one. It has all 3 of those, so you'll watch the movies of Chain of Memories. Not Chain of Memories, of the DS game. You'll play through Chain of next comes up is Kingdom Hearts 2.5, which comes with Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes, they all have Xbox ports. They have Xbox ports nowadays, thank Thank you. Thank you. Then you'll move to 2.5, which has Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and the HDMI remastering of Kingdom Hearts Recoded. And here's the thing. Here's a bit of, like, Loren lore. What's up? Fun! I noticed it. My first Kingdom Hearts game ever to play was Recoded. Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1. Do not go in timeline order. Go in release order. Release order. Do not go in timeline order. You will get so lost and so confused so quick. I've tried that. I tried replaying them in order and I went, why? So the games you want to buy is 1.5. Then you move to 2.5. And before you go to 3, you need to buy 2.8. You need to buy 2.8 after 2.5. Do not jump into number 3. 2.8 has its own game. It has 2 games. 2.8 comes with Dream Drop Distance. So the 3DS game that you might already have, which I say, play the 3DS version. Play the versions you got already. But you're going to need 2.8 to play Aqua's game. You won't know who she is until you get to Birth by Sleep. But it's her story in between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3. Which, girl has so much to be mad about. There's more and I know it. Oh, okay. Well, he's going to join in the middle of my rant about Kingdom Hearts. Also, so no, this is how I played Kingdom Hearts. I played Recoded. This is how I know you don't go out of order. Hi, Red. We're going through Kingdom Hearts. I went Recoded. Kingdom Hearts 2. Birth by Sleep. Then I got 1.1. Kingdom Hearts 1. The movie version of 358 over 2 days. And then I played Chain of Memories. I don't think I've ever finished Chain of Memories. I hate the gameplay. I hate that gameplay. After that, I played the actual DS version of 358 days over 2. And then I got Dream Drop Distance. And I now have almost every, and then I got Kingdom Hearts 3. So like I have almost all versions of the original versions of Kingdom Hearts. I think I'm missing Chain of Memories for the PlayStation 2. And also 2.8. 2.8. Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories for PlayStation 2 is the only 2 games that I'm missing. Other than the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, which, I'm sorry, why did you hide... Why did they hide lore in an optional DLC? I hate that. I hate that nowadays. I feel like I'm being dramatic, more dramatic than I normally am. Probably because I pulled out the giant big fan that says, Queen, please! I feel so dramatic. I feel like I'm being dramatic. Okay. We are... realize this, I also did turn around and buy like all of the Final Fantasy 15 DLCs. But that was also, like, you could buy them in groups, and I was also really, really, really into it. Like, there is so much lore to Final Fantasy 15 that, like, no one knows nowadays because, like, it's lost to time. Because what do you mean there was supposed to be more DLCs for that game? But they literally went, no, we shall not be doing that. Not to mention, like, one of the DLCs made me become a fangirl of, like, a villain. And also a fangirl of a different DLC made me a fangirl of a different villain for that game, too. Yeah, I can re-download my version of it too, but it has ended live service, so like we can play the story what there was in the last update, but like we are not going to get any more stories. And like for Red and Blue, if they want to get into this, they're just going to have to watch the movie, which you miss so much lore on that movie. Eve, have you finished that game? I need to know, have you seen the end of that game? I have not actually gone to the end because, like, holy cow, you have to go over 1,000 frickin' quests. You should. We are probably going to die here. We are dying here. We are dying here. No, finish it, because, like, one, have you seen a very familiar face in that game yet? One, you should see, technically. 3, because, goddammit, did they have to tear out your heart with that game and eat it. Okay, I'm gonna end stream here because, like, I feel like I'm rambling more about Kingdom Hearts than I am actually Final Fantasy VII. But, like, finish it. Here's one, you're going to see 2 nobodies in their normal form as somebodies. And then see a small child that will make you question your sanity. Which, can I point out, the man, which technically changes the whole lore of Kingdom Hearts, because that boy should be a master. Oh, Sterlitzia? Sterlitzia's death you're talking about there. The only reason I know her is because of her death. But her brother, who her brother is, throws you in for a loop. And her best friend. And her best friend too. Which, holy cow, you realize... Oh no! I'm gonna spoil it. Is it okay if I spoil it? Can I spoil it? Please, 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 I want to tell you who her best friend and brother are! I can't say I'm not going to say who they're somebody's names, but they're nobody's. Marluxia and Larxene. Yeah? Oh. I'm going off because you can leave. You can leave if you don't want spoilers. I'm spoiling at this point. I need to be a spoiler at this point. I need to get this rant out. Her brother, I might say it, no matter what you say, Blue. Her brother. Careful, child. I really do need to edit Nightbot's stuff. Starlitzia's brother is nobody. Is known as Marluxia. Which, fun fact, if you actually go back to Chain of Memories and look at Marluxia's freaking scythe, if you ever look at Marluxia's scythe, on his scythe is a Starlitzia flower. Man literally put his had no memory of this girl and still had the flower on his scythe. Which, not to mention, if you look at like all of his designs, you can see implications to Starlitzia, and I love it. I love the fact that it's like an older brother. Like, I absolutely love my little sister. I need to text my brother. I need to text him. I need to sit and talk to him for a bit at some point. But her best friend is the very, very spicy best friend of Marluxia, and I can't... Larxene? Larxene? How do you say her name? I want to say it's Larxene. Is that how you say it? Oh my gosh, there's like 6 people here. Holy cow. Hi. No. Hello to those who are joining and are just finding me rambling about Kingdom Hearts. Oh my gosh. There's like 6 people here. And we just jumped down to 4. Wow. I feel horrible because like I'm just sitting here rambling about Kingdom Hearts. How do you say it? Cage. Let's see, Kingdom Hearts. Larxene. Yeah, it's Larxene. Larxene is Starlitzia's best friend in that game. And you done spoiling? No! No, I'm not done spoiling. Listen. This is literally my special interest. I haven't gone off in a long time. No, but Starlitzia's brother is Marluxia, and Starlitzia's best friend is Larxene. Oh, and then you're going to see who took Starlitzia's spot. Text me when you get there. Shoot a message in it. Shoot a message when you get there, because that boy should not be there. Because if that boy is there, the drama of that game and the anger everyone felt as it was happening. Huh. I feel like I'm being so dramatic right now. This is why I'm not allowed to have a fan. Fan goes across the room. That nearly... Okay. I'm done with spoilers. I was literally about to say... I'm going to end stream there because I feel like I'm just going to go off on another Kingdom Hearts rant at this rate. And plus, while I have the Steam, I want to go play Kingdom Hearts now. Done spoiling now? Yes. Yes, we are done spoiling now. We are done. And then I'm about to get off for the night. You'll have to go watch the VOD and see my anger at the frickin' safe puzzle. Okay. My brain just went dead. This is what happens. This is why you do not get me started. There is an actual, like, I'll say this, like, more recently, and, like, within Kingdom Hearts, like, it's not spoilers. It is not spoilers. It's, like, more like products, that they've released more recently. They've released Roxas's Diary from 358 days. And it's literally, you get to write in the journal as he's writing. Ooh, I could read this. I want to read this. I'll read this at the beginning of the Kingdom Hearts video. I feel like a nerd. I'm just a big nerd. This is why you don't get me. Are you reading? Do you want me to read the Final Fantasy book for a bit? I can switch over to that. I'm not going to read Kingdom Hearts. I need to focus on FF7 right now. I could read the Turk side story. So do we want to... No, not yet. Oh, what? Yes, I am! Yes, I am! Understand this. I have the limited... Blame our uncle. Understand this. Like, I don't have my original copy of 1.5 right now. My 1.5 copy is with my brother because I wanted him to play it. Turns out he had the wrong console. Whoops. So he has my original copy of 1.1. So I bought a second-hand copy, and I was able to find the limited edition for like $10. So I now have like the limited edition with like the little concept book at the beginning, and I get to be a nerd. You shouldn't be calling me out because it's dinner time. Trust me, I'm aware of it. I can smell it. I don't want to play Final Fantasy VII right now. Thank you. Thank you for guessing. Okay, I think I am actually going to end it there because it is 6 and the kids do need to go to bed. I spent more of this video. This one's just gonna be all rambles, and I'm so sorry to the YouTube watchers. It's literally just like, oh, who got her onto a ramble? Huh. I don't know if I'm going to stream. I got book. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're reading. Okay, I was going to say, do you want me to read Traces of Two Paths, or I could read Final Fantasy VII. The kids are alright. A Turk's side story. Or Final Fantasy VII. On a way to the smile. That is not okay. Okay, let me open the book. We are on page 21. Because we left off on... I guess the next big thing was encountering with Master. Meaning the one who taught her. The boy's gone. Tifa's life consisted of reading books and sewing. I'm gonna grab my bookmark because it's on the book next page. Yeah, the card goes onto the side, up to the side. I've been using an EV card this whole time as my book reader. Tifa's life consisted of reading books and sewing and cooking. She went an entire days without even conversing with anyone other than her father, and of course, Fluffy. But Tifa adjusted to the change with unexpected ease. In fact, she found she was even beginning to enjoy it. Sorry. A slower, more peaceful world had opened up to her. It prompted another realization at why Cloud preferred to spend his time alone. Like he liked his quiet solitude. Before Tifa felt bad for him, she assumed he was lonely. Tifa had felt bad for him. She assumed he was lonely and assumed that assumption that now struck her terribly presumptuous and more than a little embarrassing. Now she understood that it was a choice. Cloud chose to block out the things he found distasteful or troublesome to deal with. It filled her with envy. It meant that in a way Cloud was her exact opposite. She imagined how different her life could be if only she posed the resolve to stick to her own convictions and not worry about what others thought. The possibilities seemed endless. One day around that time, her father called her from the other side of the house. "Tifa, I can't find Fluffy. Would you go out and look?" Tifa sighed. She ran away again. Frankly, she felt like the cat would never do fine on her own. Someone in the village would most likely spot Fluffy and put out a dish of food. Or fail that, Fluffy would scrounge up her own dinner. That cat had proven herself an adept hunter of birds and other small creatures living in the mountains. Fluffy's fine. She'll be back before we know it. Tifa imagined the response and envisioned how that conversation would play out. She anxiously peered at her father's face for signs of disappointment or annoyance. She worried about how the other villagers would perceive her. The lazy Lockhart girl, uncaring to go out and look for her poor cat, worst of all would be the crushing sense of guilt if anything were to happen to Fluffy. In the end, Tifa headed out to look. "Fluffy," Tifa called as she searched. "Where are you?" I need to drink water. Cloud couldn't be bothered by any of that stuff, she thought. He wouldn't care about what people said. She checked the gaps between the buildings and Fluffy's other favorite hiding spots. It began to seem like that cat had wandered further afield. With another great sigh, Tifa turned to head up the mountain. As she ascended, her gaze fixed upwards, watching the clouds roll high in the sky. Before she knew it, she reached the banks of the Guntra River. A cool, rushing wind through her hair. She turned to look back the way she came, and realized she had forgotten about the purpose of her hike. She scanned in a wide arc, searching for traces of Fluffy. And pivoted to looking up and down the length of the river. Tifa gasped. Her eyes caught sight of what appeared to be a figure waist deep in the water. She leaned forward and squinted. It was a man. He stood abreast, surging in the surging current and apprehension, a familiar scenery of the mountains. The man's appearance struck her in both boyish and elderly. His frame was stout, his sleeveless attire exposed a broad shoulders and muscled arms thicker than even the hardest of men in the village. His hair was gray yet full of vitality. He wore it long in the back, pulled into a pony just like Cloud. Tifa realized that the stranger's locks were a bit longer. The man's feet were planted firmly in the riverbeds, legs obviously straining as he fought from being swept away by the swept away by the raging waters. He must have gotten himself stuck out there. Now he can't move, thought Tifa. The same thing had happened to Emilio once. It had taken all the boy's strength to stay in one place. He cried for help, and the adults of the village had rushed to the riverbanks with every length of rope they could find, which they tied together into a throw line to pull Emilio to safety. That day, the village insisted on new rule. Children under the age of 11 were forbidden from approaching the Guntra without an adult during high water periods. The current grew so strong that even the grown-ups had trouble wading through it. It's not Zach. Yeah, I'm probably down the page than you. I'm on page 22. The time's 111. We're at 111 minutes. Memories flooded Tifa's mind. The scene of Emilio sobbing and wailing for help as he held on for dear life. The fear of the day gripped her anew. "Are you all right?" she called out to the stranger. "Hold on, I'll call for help." Help. Tifa made a dash towards the mountain, but the burly voice roared to her back. "No need for that young lady. Observe." The man began to lift one leg slowly, confidently out of the water, extending it forward until the toes were higher than his head. Only his left leg remained submerged, braced against the current, as the angry river battered and swirled more fiercely than ever. Tifa didn't need to be by his side to know how incredibly difficult such a feat would be. And then, in a blink of an eye, the man's right leg snapped back down and he bounded out of the water in what seems to be an impossible... Bounded up, out. Yeah. You can skip a lot of the quests. I'll admit to that. You can skip like a decent chunk of a quest. Okay, where were we? Then in a blink of an eye, the man's right leg snapped back down and he bounded up out of the water in what seemed to be an impossible height. Tifa felt quite certain his eyes had momentarily been the same levels as hers from where she stared down, the sheepishly sloppy bank. How could any human jump like that, she thought. The stranger landed on the first of the small string of boulders, whose heads poked above the swirling white current. He continued to hop from rock to rock, ended in one great leap, carried him all the way to the bank, landing right before Tifa's eyes. He thrust out one brawny hand. The names Richard, oh my gosh, Richard Zachran. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Tifa." Tifa, overwhelmed. No, it's not. Well, nice to meet you, Tifa. It's literally, there's a dot and... Okay, there's something going on. Okay, that's my friends texting. Okay. Tifa, overwhelmed by the things she just witnessed, found herself unconsciously accepting this handshake. "Ouch!" she yelped. The stranger's hand squeezed tight. What a jerk, she thought. What kind of grown-up plays a prank like this? "Let go!" "Ah, apologies." The man named Zangane hurriedly released Tifa's hand for a moment, seeming genuinely apologetic, but then he leaned in again, this time thrusting both hands to grip Tifa's upper arms. "Ooh, very nice," he exclaimed. He just grabbed the child's arms. Tifa's feet froze in panic. She was alone with a strange man on the mountain. No one else would be near enough to hear her cries. Her mind spun as she tried to sort out what to do. I fancy a closer look at those calves of yours. Would you mind? Screamed internally. Of course I mind. I love how this is set up like this is a stranger danger situation. Tifa's mind. Fear had paralyzed her. She fought it back when she finally found her voice and screamed at the top of her lungs. Get away from me! The shrill cry stunned Zangief. Buying her a moment, she needed to slip away and sprint down the trail to safety. Back at home, Tifa immediately jumped into the shower, anxiously washing away the mountain dust and disturbing memories of her close encounter. She was drying her hair, feeling somewhat recomposed when her father returned home with Fluffy in his arms. It was Xander, Brian explained. He set out food for her at the town hall. I really wish he said something before you and I started searching high and low. I'm just glad Fluffy's safe, Tifa said. Said Tifa. Whoops. She had no intention of telling her father about the encounter with the man on the mountain. She knew it would land her in trouble. Eventually the conversation would loop back to why she had been near the river in the first place. Why she had been near the river in the first place. Good point. By the way, word is that there's some wandering martial arts expert coming to stay in the village for a while. He's supposed to be real famous, travels the world to learn about other communities, and in return teaches exercises to ensure a long and healthy life. Tifa's father grins. Sounds pretty fishy, don't you think? His first class is tomorrow morning in the village square. What do you say? You and I go? And poke a little fun at the guy? I can hardly wait. She knew it was absolutely certain that that wandering master of which her father spoke was the same unscrupulous stranger she had encountered at the river. Whew. Okay, I need to drink some water. Oh. Okay, there we go. News of the visitor had the whole village abuzz. Visitors meant information on the outside world, a raw and filtered source that exited in the way of news, radio broadcasts and occasional bulk deliveries of newspapers and magazines never could. When the appointed time came, nearly all the villagers had assembled in the main square in front of the town hall. Xander stood proudly to introduce the unfamiliar space to everyone except Tifa. It was just as she predicted. The wandering martial artist had stoked the village's curiosity. Was none other than Zarad Zangief. Residents of Nibelheim, Zangief announced. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy morning to attend today's lesson. I'll get right into it so not to waste any more of your day. We'll be performing my own Zangief. I'll be down in a minute. Zangief style. Catalytic This routine forms the cornerstone of martial arts techniques that Zingard, I don't know how to say this name. I might have to look it up. Jashard Zigan have devoted my life to perfecting. If you memorize it and perform this exercise regularly, they will help you all to lead long and healthy lives. It's so effective that in fact you might even think it's magic. It will keep you going strong until the day you die. At which point Xander cut in and said, "Still kicking right up until we kick the bucket, huh?" The quib I'm struggling at this point, I'm sorry. Excited, good-humored chuckles from several of the villagers. Zingine simply smiled, taking in stride. "All right, then. Let's begin. I'd like you all to extend your arms and turn in a slow circle. This makes sure that you have enough space that you won't be running into anyone else during the exercises. Spread out if you need to." The villagers, as if yet unimpressed, slowly shuffled out across the main square, as instructed by Zingine, remaining in the front, nodding his approval when everyone sufficiently spread apart. "Very good. Now, friends of Nibelheim, the first exercise is as follows. Take both your arms and lift them straight above your head. Upper arm by your ear." I'd like part of me wants to do this now. Upper arms by your ears, palms face forward, fingertips pointing to the sky. Pull yourself straight as you can. Reach. Imagine a messenger of the heavens dangling down to grab your wrists. 25. We're about to go to... So we're reading... I'm at the bottom of the page. Are you not reading along, or are you just tired? Because if you're tired, I'm going to pause it now. And I'm going to go eat dinner. Okay, we are going to end it now. I'll continue. I'm going to restart. Yeah, we'll restart at the top of page 25 later, okay? Because it is literally dinner time for me. So I hope everyone has a good evening. I'll see you all later. Have a good day and have a good night.